As you mentioned, former President Trump visiting the border. That's not all he's doing. He's calling William Barr spineless after the former attorney general ultimately discredited claims of fraud in the 2020 presidential election. Now, the former president says that Barr, his one-time ally, was not strong enough to stand up against lawmakers on the matter. NewsNation correspondent Joe Khalil is joining us now live from Washington, D.C. And what's the latest we're hearing from former President Trump? Some strong words.
Yeah, that's right, Adrian. Former President Trump, as expected, not really staying quiet about his own Attorney General Bill Barr. Mr. Trump released a new statement just this morning condemning Barr in really personal ways. You mentioned a couple. He also called Barr a D.C. swamp creature. He said that he was afraid and weak. And the former president said that he'd actually lost faith in his Attorney General well before the 2020 election. Now, if true, that's a view that the president hadn't expressed publicly back then. And Mr. Trump also repeated the false claims that the election was fraudulent. We know that it was not. So if you're wondering why all this is coming today, this comes after excerpts from a book by ABC's Jonathan Karl became public, for which he interviews former Attorney General Barr. And Barr says the president's claims of election fraud, quote, he says about them that we realized from the beginning it was just BS. Barr saying the actual term there. Now, Barr's claims that President Trump also pressured him to look into claims of voter fraud, and that the Attorney General says he stood firm. He says that he told the president that there was nothing to those claims. Adrian.
Joe, are we hearing any reaction to this back and forth on Capitol Hill?
It's interesting. I caught up with two influential Republicans today, Congressman Jim Jordan we spoke to, and we also found the second highest ranking member in the House on the Republican side, Steve Scalise. Both of them said that they either shared President Trump's frustration with Barr or that they were at least aware of it months before the election. Essentially, they backed up the president's criticisms and his statement today. Now, if that is true, that is new information, because Republican allies of President Trump, they hadn't really criticized Attorney General Barr before Trump did it himself. Again, we caught up with Congressman Jordan. Here's what he said on frustration with Bill Barr.
A lot of millions of Americans have with the Justice Department in
with Attorney General Barr specifically?
Well, he's the head of the Justice Department, and we still, here we are, what is it now? Almost July, and we were supposed to have a Durham report a year ago, and we still don't. So I think there's justifiable frustration on the part of a lot of Americans.
Now, quick note, you heard him reference the Durham report. That is a GOP-led probe into who started an investigation into the Trump campaign. But bottom line, the fact that Republicans now are essentially defending President Trump, saying that they had issues also with Attorney General Barr months before the election, shows just how much influence the former president still has with many House Republicans. Adrian?
No question. Thank you so much, Joe. We appreciate it.